my name is IrieArtz, and I'm going to be breaking down Hovercraft off of the new Cyduck and AMFLARA collaboration comp Roost Party. To start things off, we have this vocal sample that is a stock sample in Soundtrap. I just kind of faded in the intro. There is a pluck underneath. There's this melody thing I made out of just some sine waves. On top of it, there's also a glockenspiel, which follows the same melody. Of course, I have the cymbal swell to transition from this part into the, I guess you could call it the build section. The sample is much louder here. There's a shaker now, which I think I reversed. There's also this big crushed ARP that follows this melody from the beginning. Underneath, there's this really, I want to say, very thick undertone. Reese, I don't know what I would call this, but I would just call this a synth that I made with this Dutch Priest preset. All I did was do a pitch shift automation in a different site called BandLab, and I just imported it back into the Soundtrap project. Caribbean Sign preset. And then this little blip sample. Of course, a downlifter for impact. We transition to when the beat starts with this very fast digital sound. We have our drums. It's just a kick from Soundtrap's stock Raccoon lo-fi kit, and just some snare I found. Hi-hat. I took elements from the intro and I put them in the beat section and just sidechained them like so. I used a long clean 808 preset for this, and I just used to beef it up, I just used the bass amp and it did an EQ boost. Also used some snare and hi-hat kits just for fills and just to add some rhythm. We also have these digital sounds happening more in the background, so we have the blip and the little fast UI sound. We also have this vocal sample, which, if you know, is the same vocal sample I used in Satellite. To introduce a new element in the beat, I had this little fill over here. This is where the bit crushed ARP comes back in. When I sidechained this, I kind of made this off-grid so that when the drums would come in, it would add this groove to it. And we got to this section and we're adding some new elements in here. There's a vibraphone that's also being layered with a violin. We have another vocal with a lot of compression. Of course, a downlifter. Just to transition into the next section of the drop, I have these risers and this reversed Lyra laser sound. The snare comes back in, and then the fill afterwards. It's just something I made out of a Knock 1 preset, and I forgot how I made it, but it's just tweaking with more options tab if you've been following any of my other breakdowns. In this new section, we have these ride cymbals, and we introduce this string ensemble. I bring back the vibraphone for this one, and I also bring back the vocal. I also bring back the fat synth from the intro. It has a phaser with the rate at like close to 0 and the depth all the way up. After that, you just have the impact, and you know, a lot of the elements from the beat and the intro are present here, including the vocal, the shaker, the ARP, the glockenspiel, the ARP from the intro, the sine, even the little digital fills in the background, even the strings, and I just kind of let them play out. So yeah, I mean, that's basically the breakdown. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the comp. And yeah, stream my song.